Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Makes the first down, but Casey Price, big hit there at the end.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, he's going to open up the entire playbook.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Linebacker shifting around now. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it second and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now we run a draw play. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Broncos pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. Gets into space at the 50. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Ball handed off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's escaping the pocket now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
The Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down. Quick pass, the catch is made.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Makes the grab on the move. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And he'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Makes a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Physical run earns the first down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown. Nice. They're going to try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And the Broncos hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. An inside give now from the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
When he's got some space here. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the UCF offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made on the return. What the takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before first down marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the game just good enough for a first down. The Broncos come to the line to run the hurry up.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First and goal, handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game. Second
down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Powerful running here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They're going to run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
The back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Here comes a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Knights will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Here's the option play. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense, enough for a first down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. He's going to hand this off. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
A completion makes it second down. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Third down after that running play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this 3rd down. Interesting call here on 4th down to see if they'll get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll run it here. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown. Nice.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Broncos will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. And
another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, UCF. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. 2nd and long now from their own 5-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They're going to run it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Motion now from the tight end. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Broncos have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run moves the ball across the 40. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Boise State 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Can he take it all the way? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw over the middle. Finds the receiver wide open. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And now the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Knights. To stretch the lead, the route is on. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Rick? They can't stop the running back. Feet in the wall, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the quarterback gets him.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Picks up the 1st and is still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Receiver in motion now. The shotgun running play call. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "What in the heck was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Clear.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here.
6-9-1, Gators far.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character's about and how you're not giving up.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Razor. Ray. Belly stutter.
They'll change the pre-snap look now.
Griffin.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On third down, it's a handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
Tuna.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He bought some time, now lets it go. That ball snagged for a completion. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. The Broncos looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
Black 24. 29.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
They make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. 1st down here for this offense.
Here we go.
And there's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger. Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Back to throw. It's Orgy. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. No chance to catch it. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the second down play. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Scanning the field. It's Orji. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Remember, that last possession went for it in fourth down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Defense is coming after him. Checks this down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
2nd down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Johnson. And the Huskers are on the move here.
That is a 1st down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Grab near the sticks. It's Fidone. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Huskers trying to cash in here in the red zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, Ken. Tremendous toughness here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. There's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He'll try a pass here. And the completion made. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now here comes the bunch formation. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. To the air, it's Orgy. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Edwards. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit. Doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Orgy. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The PAT puts them up 17 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. He tackled him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down quickly and short the pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
To throw, it's Raiola. Bringing pressure. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. With the return, it's Stewart. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Smoke.
First down. We're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Mayer. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Eludes a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They get him down, but that's a solid game. Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Ball handed off. Powers through a tackle. They finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back's got it again. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
What was the next excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes him one of the top backs in the country.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Finding some room at the 25. He's swarmed by the defense. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He's found some room at the 45. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quick throw caught on the left side.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
To throw, it's Raiola. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he'll make it into the end zone for 2, cutting the lead to 15. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Oh, what a move. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Movement here from the tight end. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Orgy. He's looking deep here. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's got it inside the 15. And the returner will be brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. On first down, it's play action. He'll take a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Man, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. They couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Second down after the incompletion. They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Just trucks the man. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Pound 55 weak.
Give it to the back again. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to pass this time. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And the wideout goes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Nair. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Cornhuskers looking to cash in this red zone trip.
Let's go.
It's a run. Running back's got it. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. And don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down here on the final play of this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survival.